Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for another episode of Technic Minecraft. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and do some teleport pipes. It's one of those things I really haven't touched upon, and you've already seen me have setups with like a ton of freaking pipes. So, as one viewer really suggested, we got to get teleport pipes and make it so much easier. So that's what we're going to do. First off, you've already seen me make 4 wooden gears, so we're just going to go ahead and continually upgrade those. As a matter of fact, in the meantime, I'm going to have to go back and get some more iron, and stone, for that matter. Let's see, get my cobblestone out. I've already got my iron, so let's see. Get in there. Alright, so first things first, we're going to need about, what, 10, 12. Just to be on the safe side, I'll make it 18. Maybe a little bit overkill, but yeah. Trying to play it on the safe side. Actually, you know what? You probably should have stayed in there. We'll go ahead and get more of you. There we go. Having extra is always a good thing. We can always hold on to it for later. You never know when you might need it. Alright, so we've gotten 4 gears. Let's go ahead and put all this stuff down. Well, as soon as that wants to cooperate. There we go. Okay, now we got 4 stone gears, followed by soon to be 4 iron gears as soon as we make it possible. There we go. Now I've quickly realized I'm going to need 8 more. Well, I'm actually going to need 16 more gold bars. As soon as I can access them. Okay. More gold bars, please. Get in your slot. Okay, thank you. Go ahead and get 16 of these things. Alright, now we can make 4 gears. 4 golden gears, that is. So, go ahead and split this up. Alright, where's my gears? There's my gears. And we've already gotten the diamonds set up, so whatever. Let's go ahead and slam this down. Turn them into diamond gears, so we've gotten 4 diamond gears like we really needed. Now, let's go back and split this up. That's pretty much how you're going to go ahead and make... Well, maybe not. Well, that's why. I went ahead and got the recipe wrong. So we got 2 gears on the side and 1 piece of glass in the middle. And it gives us a piece of 8 pipe a piece. Not that we really need a lot of it, because quite frankly, you only need a couple pieces. So yeah, we got about 16 pieces of teleport pipe. Not really needed, but whatever. So I had to go ahead and pull the recipe up here. As you can clearly see once again, there is your 2 little thing right there. Your 2 diamond gears, piece of glass. It's all good. That's one thing I like about Technic Minecraft is you'll actually pull out these little charts right here. It makes it so much easier. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this sucker to good use. I actually have a quarry that was actually starting to be built. I could go over there and finish building that, or I could just go ahead and do something new. Okay, of course it had to be nighttime. As you can see, this would require a whole lot more piping in order to get over here. Especially if I were to go ahead and start construction. I've already got the actual quarry over here sitting down. This was the remaining pipe that was left over from the other area. And yeah, a whole lot freaking more. But we can easily go ahead and cut down on that with just some more, with some teleport pipe. Okay, so first things first, we'd have to get some energy over here. Then we have to go ahead and set up the actual, well, actually, you know what? Let me see. First things first, let's go back over here. We can break this off and set up a piece of teleport pipe over here to go down into there. Alright, let me make some room here. Get my piece of piping back. Okay. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. I hate when they fall down there in a piece of pipe and you can't really get down there to reach it. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill the dirt back in real quick. Then we'll slap our pipe in there to make it fit. Get out of there. Sheesh. Okay, there's one piece there. Okay, so it's opened up the interface. You really can't be really worried about all this. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you set it to an interval. It could be 1, it could be 101, or, you know, you get the general consensus. Oh, crap. Heard that one coming. Get away from me, you stupid blob. Alright. So, anyway, as I was saying, it don't really matter. So, I'm just going to go ahead and throw 100 down in there. Receive, if you want this pipe to receive stuff, that, in this case, would be true, because we want this to receive the items coming from the area over there. So, we set that up to receive. Okay, now let's head back all the way over here. And now that we actually have piping set up, hopefully we don't have a lot of mobs over here. We'll go ahead and set up some sort of situation where we can have this come right out. Okay, it looks clean so far, so we won't have monsters come jumping me while I'm doing this. Alright, so we will have this come out to a teleport pipe, which is right here. There we go. This we won't have receive because there's no point to it. Okay, so we have one pipe connected. That's good. Get out of there. So we have one setup done. Now, of course, it's a matter of going back and doing electricity. So we will go back and try to get some redstone. Actually, I don't even have any redstone on me. So we'll go back, get some redstone, and try to set this up as a two conductive pipes, so we can send some energy over there. Would be a good thing, right? Okay, so let's go down here to our table, grab our spare redstone. Okay, here, you can all go in here because I don't need you. And where's that spare redstone I keep? There we go. Alright, in with you, and in with you, and just a bunch of redstone for no apparent reason. Okay, you go back, and then we can go ahead and do this. Okay, now we got power teleport pipe. It's always a good thing. So let's go back and try to set this back up, and then we can go ahead and get some power on the go. So right about now, you can easily see how the teleport pipe makes everything so much easier. And of course, you know what, we should probably wait till the morning when things die down just a little bit out there, you know? Brand new day, brand new start. Okay, so we got a sheep, we got a spider, who I'm just going to leave in the dust. Let's go find our teleport area. Okay, this is one piece of teleport. Let's just say I want to go ahead and break this off. Okay, I've got my... See, this is the main one. And I just kind of want to break a piece off here. Just a little piece. Okay, so we do that. And then we take our power teleport. Here we go. There's one there. Okay, not set. I'm just going to throw 100 because why not? We got one more piece, which we'll fly all the way over here for. Then we'll just need to go ahead and find a location to hook this up, which I think we'll try right over here. And I'm just going to throw a piece of... Actually, you know what? I'm going to need to get some wooden conductive pipe and then go from there. Okay. So we'll get some wooden conductive pipe. We'll put that in. Then we'll attach the teleport pipe. Then we'll get it up and running. Alright, so we got our wooden conductive pipe. We're going to go ahead and put that down there. Follow that up with our last piece of that. And of course, there we go. We have one connected. And this will receive, so we want to make sure that is on true. And there we go. So as you can see, it is quickly working. It is going to go ahead and start doing the digging right about there. Or at least it's going to go ahead and start doing some work right there. Alright, so that's pretty much going to do it. At least it's a quick example of how the teleport pipe goes. So, yeah, kind of cool to actually see it in action. As you can see, it's taking all the energy and getting the actual quarry up and running. So pretty soon we will actually have everything working. Okay, there we go. The initial setup is complete. We actually have our quarry going ahead and digging right on in. And of course we have a nice big oil slick that's just kind of spewing right out of here. So in the meantime, that's going to get started. As you can see, our blocks are going right on in. So that's good to know. Now we'll fly all the way back, bypassing all these pipes that are pretty much rendered useless now. We'll go back to the house. We'll actually see the stuff go into the chest. And we'll take part in what's going on over here. There's a blob just kind of like sits around and chills atop the house. So I don't know if you're able to see this, but hold on. Get out of here. As I was saying, you could barely see it, but there goes all that dirt pipe and everything in there. Well, the dirt in the pipe. So that's going to go ahead and flow right on in. Of course, there we go. We already have cobble and all in there. But you can slowly see it coming up to the bottom, and there it goes, where it'll eventually be sorted by all of our pipes, especially the diamond piping. So that is pretty cool to say the least. It cuts back on all the actual pipes and transport and everything. How are these guys looking? Okay, these guys are looking pretty good. So to give it an extra boost, we should probably just go ahead and throw these switches for the time being. Couldn't really hurt. I mean, we've got the electric engines going, so why not? There we go. Everyone's fired up. Everybody's working. All is well. Excuse me. A little bit of... what can I say? A little bit of gas. But yeah, that is pretty cool to say the least. Transport pipe makes your life so much easier, especially when you got to work over long distances like this. So I don't know. You could probably set up more like that. I don't really know. But... I mean, if not, at least you could set up one major one like that. That is pretty freaking cool. I wonder if there's like a set distance you can really do this over. So it's like, could I actually have this all the way out in the middle of the ocean and have it transport all the way back home? Pretty cool. Really, really freaking cool. Alright, so in the meantime, people are probably going to be like, wow, that's going to be a lot of dirt and gravel and everything else you're going to have. That's going to clog your chest. What are you going to do? Well, before we had a pump set up with a pipe system underneath, it kind of went to a pool of lava just to get rid of it all, and it pretty much incinerated whatever. Well, here is the gem of eternal density. This kind of condenses everything down until, like, it's great. I don't know how to put it, but it condenses things down to a higher value. Basically, you can get dark matter, you can get red matter. You can get some really valuable things out of it. So, for the time being, since it's been a long night and I'm kind of having another freaking brain fart, that's pretty much the best way I could put it. So what we can do is actually have the gem of eternal density in here to actually go ahead and condense a lot of this stuff down. Well, actually, you know what? It would be better if it was actually in one of the actual alchemical chests. So that may not be a bad idea to go ahead and have one of those in here. Well, we went ahead and swapped out the chest. We actually have an alchemical chest in here now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this gem of eternal density in here, where it'll go ahead and pretty much condense down whatever stuff is going to be in there. So that way it'll take all that... It'll take all the gravel, all the whatever it goes in there, sand, cobblestone, and it'll condense it down. It'll make things a lot more easier. As a matter of fact, I got some stuff over here. What do I have? Clay. So apparently this clay was down in there, and we didn't have a spot for it. So we better make a spot for the clay, which I could probably put right over in here. This one doesn't seem to get a lot of use. So, yeah, have some clay. Go ahead and put you back in here. So, once that starts condensing stuff down, we won't have to worry about having to use a pipe to dump all the stuff over there. And it pretty much makes more sense to actually have an alchemical chest here, because one chest like that can actually be a lot more size than this. So, if you can get the resources, and if you really got equivalent exchange going, it really shouldn't be a problem to have enough resources to make these things. It's quite simple, to say the least. Alright, so coming back, after we had enough resources go ahead and collect in the actual chest, As you can see, it went ahead and condensed them down into iron ingots. That's the next step up from basically whatever the items were, like cobblestone, sand, and whatnot. I did help it along by putting some junk in there, like some rotten flesh and such. So it gave me 4 iron ingots, and as you can see, it's going right back to what it was, cobblestone, sand. I went ahead and put some glass in here. So after a while, when the EMC gets high enough, it'll condense back down again, and we'll have more iron ingots. Then when it has enough iron ingots, it'll go ahead and condense down to the next tier of item it has. So as you can see, this really cuts down on space, makes things a lot easier, and 9 times out of 10 with this stuff, I probably wasn't even going to use it anyway. So having the Gem of Eternal Density in here makes it that much better, and so I have to thank said user for that as well. So 2 things that really came in handy with this episode: the pipes of teleportation and the actual Gem of Eternal Density, which I had just sitting around not doing a thing. And that ghost really just became a pain in my rear end. Alright, so we can go ahead and pretty much just go back and collect this stuff in the meantime. It's not even going to serve a purpose anymore. I could make the rest of these pipes into teleport. We can have waterproof teleport pipes, and we can easily go ahead and pump out the oil that sits there as well, which may not be a bad idea. But I wouldn't really want to disturb the quarry in its business, so to speak. So yeah, I'm just going to let that do its thing for the time being. And I'm going to have these monsters down here trying to get at me like a fish. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and clean this up and try to not be bothered by those guys down below. Alright, we'll go ahead and get some cactus green. What we're going to do is make this into some, well, tubing for our waterproof piping. We're going to go ahead and make some teleport waterproof piping for the next time when we go ahead and try to drain out all that excess oil they have over there. So let me go ahead and get my Klein Star. We'll get some excess cactus green. Probably won't need too much. That'll be more than enough, just 8 pieces. We'll go ahead and turn that into what we need. We'll go ahead and put our 1 piece back. And then we'll just go from there. So that way we can make our transport pipe. Makes things so much easier, you have to really say. So okay, there we go. There's our waterproof pipe. We go ahead and get that. We only need 2 pieces really. So I'm going to go ahead and just make those 2. As you can see, there's our waterproof teleport pipe, which we can use. I've already got the pump. I've got a couple of redstone engines and some levers. So however it's going to be set up, I have no idea just yet. And of course the sun has to go down. The moon is already coming up. So as we have progress continually being made over here, we have a ton of freaking oil, as you can see. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, so you know what, in the meantime, let me go ahead and kill the power real quick. So we'll have to remember to get a block set up over there. Let's kill the power. No more power for you. Then we'll go ahead and set up a bridge somehow so we can get our pump set up over here. Just going to switch that around. Alright, so there we go. We got a pump set up. Now we just go ahead and make a few adjustments. We'll go ahead and put our redstone engines on. One right here, here, and over here. Don't have a 4th one. Actually, we can finally get rid of all these wooden planks I set up over here to make the walkway. Luckily, we're able to go ahead and put the walkway right off the scaffolding over here, so that made it nice and easy. Oh, get back up there. Go ahead and continue to chop all this down. Then we'll set up our waterproof piping. Get out of here. We finished removing this. Alright, so now we have... Where's my 2 pieces? We'll set up shop here. We'll have 1 up there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to need to get the wooden piece, that's right. I'm going to have to get the wooden piece, and then we'll go ahead and set that up. Alright, so here we are. We have actually made our wooden pipe. Where'd it go? Wooden waterproof pipe. Okay, there it was. It was just hiding up top. Okay, set you up here. Then we'll go ahead and set up our transport. Which this will... No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, we want to set this up at 100. And to receive, yes, this will receive our liquid oil. Of course, oil wouldn't be any other way beside liquid, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and set up one more over here on the pump. Okay, there you are. One there, and then one there. Okay. So now that we've gotten you set up, we have you connected. Now all we have to do is give this thing some power, which will be quite simple. Go ahead and set up the blocks here, here, and then we'll just have 2 levers. Then, ta-da! Let there be oil. Alright, get all these guys fired up. Start pumping. Then we can easily transport all of our lovely oil back to the home base. So if we can go back over here and see how things are turning out. As you can see, all the piping is cleared up in the surrounding area. Looks a lot more scenic now that it's all clean. We should be seeing some results over here soon with the oil coming out. At some point anyway. Maybe sometime soon. There we go. Okay, so now that our oil is pumping straight on in, all is well, and it's looking pretty good. Refinery fills up. So that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So if you found it enjoyable or informative or even both, please give it a thumbs up. Leave any comments, questions, or suggestions down below in the comment area. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you again next time. Have a wonderful day.